great day, attractive thinker. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your vision and mindset expert at theattractivethinker.guru, where we support you with mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance for new, aspiring, and current entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur, you have creative ideas, you're working really, really hard all day, and you're working smart as well. You're not just putting out and putting out and putting out, but you're working smart as well, attractive thinker. And I'm here to support you and encourage and inspire and motivate you and support you in staying focused. If you watch my video last night that I posted about staying focused, you definitely want to watch that again, because there's some powerful tools in there to support you in being committed to what it is that you're working on. Today I want to talk to you about you are value. A lot of times we think about that and you hear people say you're valuable, or that's valuable, or you have value. But I want to shift just a little bit, shift your perception just a little bit this morning and really focus on you being value. Think about that. Just the way you are, just being who you are is value. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you share your expertise in the marketplace, the way you show up in the world, that has value. Your thoughts have value. Think about that. Your thoughts are value. When you think about value, you're thinking about something that has worth. You are worth. Think about that. You don't just have worth, you are it, attractive thinker. I remember so many times not understanding why people would come to me all of the time with their problems, or in just casual, acquaintances, like you're at the market or you're at the library or you're, out and about just minding your own business, and people would always walk up to me and talk to me like they knew me and just started sharing, really intimate things, that was going on in their life. I didn't understand why they were doing it. I used to say, what in the world is on me that makes people feel like they can just open up and start talking to me about their problems? I didn't know that I was value. See, attractive thinker, when you go through something in life, and not just go through something, when you know something, when you have lessons to share, when you're an expert in a certain area, you have a certain set of skills. Think about that. When you walk throughout your life and your journey, however you got to where you are today, you took a path to get here. You took a particular journey to get here. And along the way, you collected resources that you may not know you have. You collected resources that sustain you, that attract others, that provide solutions for others, that make others feel comfortable, that make others feel like you're a resource. Think about that, attractive thinker. You may not know it, but you are value. Your aura represents value, and it attracts people towards you. Certain types of people, that is key right there. Certain types of people. So you definitely want to pay more attention to your life. Pay more attention to your day. Pay close attention to who you attract. The type of person that you attract. That is key, because your path, the path that you took, no matter what path that was, because this is what I've learned about paths. Sometimes, attractive thinker, we regret the path that we took, or sometimes the path that we took we may feel like it didn't lead us to favorable outcomes. But here's what I know to be true. Truth is, whatever path you took, it led you right back to where you were supposed to be. It led you right back to your dream, because dreams don't die. People do, but dreams do not die, attractive thinker. That path led you right back to where you were supposed to be in the beginning. Right back to your dream, right back to your vision, right back to your goal. Think about that. That path, you still have that dream on the inside, right? It didn't go anywhere, no matter what path you took, because dreams don't die. All you have to do is go back to the place where you left it and pick it back up again. Think about that, because you have value. Whatever path you took, you learned something along the way. You became something along the way. Think about that, attractive thinker. Welcome, attractive thinkers. I really can't see any comments. Maybe I need to, nope, I don't need to click that. I can't see any comments, so I'll respond to all of the comments after the live stream. I apologize, I can't see the comments right now. But what I want to share this morning is you are value. You've collected things along the way. You have resources. You have tips and tools and strategies. You do have something to say. Think about that. A lot of times as an entrepreneur, we struggle mentally believing that what we have to say is worth something. If you've invested in yourself and you've been to conferences and workshops and you've had coaches and you've read literature and you're watching videos and listening to audios and turned your car into a university, every time you open your mouth, you're sharing value. Think about that. Your thoughts are value. Think about that, attractive thinker. Just take a deep breath with me for a moment. A lot of times we can hear the same. Great day, attractive thinker. Kim, oh my gosh, it's so good to see you here. Welcome to Terrific Tuesday. Oh, it's so good to see you. You have a special place in my heart, and you know why. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great day. Attractive thinker Kim says, good morning, Miss Toni. Oh, good morning to you as well. Today I'm talking about value. You are value, attractive thinker. And it doesn't matter where you are in life, wherever that path led you to, it led you to the right place. What I was going to say was, I want you to think about this for a moment. A lot of times we can hear the same thing over and over and over and over again, and it can tend to lose its effect. And we turn a deaf ear to it because we've heard it before. And a lot of times when we turn a deaf ear, we've either heard it before and haven't seen it manifested in our lives, so we don't believe in it. We're not attuned to it. Or in tune with it. So sometimes, during my coaching sessions with my Master Your Mind experience, and even in my private coaching sessions, I'll slow it down so you can hear it on a deeper level, so it can really get in, because this isn't just a normal conversation. These aren't just words. This is life. I'm speaking life to you this morning. I'm reminding your mind that you are value. You are value. Just the way you are. You don't have to go out and do anything or go out and get anything to increase your value. You are value. Just the way you are. Now, I know we invest in ourselves, to release greater versions of ourselves, but you're just bad to the bone all by yourself, just the way you are. But until you believe that, attractive thinker, you won't act on it. You won't act like it. You won't show up in the world like you are value. Think about that. So on this terrific Tuesday, I want to inspire you and encourage you to take the next step and show up in the world, because this isn't just another Tuesday. This is a new Tuesday. Show up in the world like you are value. And when you think of value, you think of something that has worth, something that is priceless. Think about that, attractive thinker, and that's you. As a new, aspiring, or current entrepreneur, we encounter these beliefs on our journey to success, on our journey to sharing our gifts with the world, sharing our expertise. Is what I have to say valuable? Is this worth anything? Does anybody want to hear it? Those are the mental struggles. That's why we support you with mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance as an entrepreneur. Those are the mental struggles that you encounter along the way to your journey, on your journey to success. So what do you do with these mental struggles? You know what, attractive thinker? Attractive thinker Kimberly says, yes. Life, value, worth, priceless. Awesome. I totally agree. You know what, attractive thinker, when we encounter these mental blocks as entrepreneurs, think about a block, a wall, a brick wall. When you encounter a brick wall, you don't just keep going. It stops you in your tracks. And what some of the first thoughts are, I can't get through this wall. this is not going to happen. I'm going to have to turn around and go back. And that's what happens on the entrepreneurial journey. A lot of times when we encounter these mental blocks, we stop pursuing and we turn around and go right back to where we came from. Back to mediocrity, back to fitting in, back to the comfort zone, back to not believing, back to being, not hopeful, back to, let me just go back to whatever I was doing before I got this great idea, or before I was inspired to do something amazing, fantastic and amazing with my life. Because you don't see your value. You don't see that you are value. When you see that you are value, attractive thinker, a brick wall is just a sign that you're supposed to pull out your attractive thinker tools and break the wall down. You're either going to break the wall down, or you're going to climb over the wall, or you're going to find a way to go around the wall. That's the mindset of an attractive thinker. I want you to think about that. That's a totally different mindset. It's a perception shift. And that's where the belief comes in knowing that you are value. Mindset maintenance. Absolutely. The mind has to be maintained, because just like we're watching this live stream right now and you're getting information and resources to start your fantastic Tuesday, you have a life to encounter. You have experiences to encounter today. Everything may not be favorable. Everything is not going to be in your favor. Everything is not going to support you in being your greater self, support you in accomplishing your goals. What do you do? What do you do? Do you turn inward and say, never mind? Do you turn inward and say, well, I knew it wasn't going to happen anyway, or whatever? That used to be my phrase when things didn't turn out the way I desired for them to. And I didn't know that that was going on the inside subconsciously. And I would just let it go. I said, whatever. And I would just keep going and trying and pursuing what I desired to pursue. But it slowed my tracks. It slowed me down in the process. And I had to stop saying whatever, because here's the deal, attractive thinker. When we say whatever, or whatever it is that you say, we're suppressing who we truly are. We're pushing it down. And sometimes we can suppress it so much that we can't find ourselves anymore. We can't find our voice. We can't find our flavor. We can't find our style. We can't find our desire. We can't find the dream, attractive thinker. That's what we do when we keep saying whatever, or when we hit the brick wall and we turn around and go back to where we came from. Attractive thinker Kim says sometimes we build our own walls with bricks to protect us. However, we must remember we can't face what we won't confront. Absolutely. If you don't confront that brick wall, that was well said, attractive thinker Kim. If we don't confront that brick wall, it's going to stay there. It's not going anywhere. It's there for you to shift your perception and find a way to get through it, around it, or over it. And that calls for mental strength. You got to strengthen that mental muscle. That's where it comes. That's what we're talking about. When I say mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The mind has to be healed enough to know that you are value. Then the mental strength comes in, and once you discover that and you start nurturing that, you need mental strength to stay in that mindset throughout the day. And then you need mindset maintenance every single day, checking in. What am I thinking? What am I doing? How am I feeling? What am I pursuing? Am I moving forward, or am I allowing something to hold me back, to stop me? That's what mental healing, mental strength, and mindset maintenance for new, aspiring, and current entrepreneurs is all about. And like I said earlier, I didn't know my value. People used to come to me all of the time sharing their problems and their intimate issues. People on the street. I used to live in a Jewish community, and I remember walking throughout the community with my family one day. We were just going for a walk throughout the neighborhood, and this Jewish lady walked up on me, and even in her approach, sometimes when you encounter a stranger, they say, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?" She didn't do that. She just walked up to me like I was her familiar Sally and just started talking. "Hey, how you doing?" You know, the other day I was thinking such and such, and I'm open. That's another thing, attractive thinker. You have to be open because you never know where your resources are going to come from, where your answers and solutions are going to come from, where your divine encounters are going to come from. You just have to be open. I don't mean be crazy, because you can't just do that with everybody. You got to be discerning. But I was open, and she just started talking like I saw her yesterday, or I just woke up with her. She was like, yesterday I such and such, and I was thinking about such and such. And I said, really? And I just started talking, and we held a conversation for so long. My family proceeded to continue on the journey of walking, and I was standing there talking to this lady. It was such a pleasant conversation, a divine encounter. It was like talking to a friend. And when I proceeded to catch up with my family, they were like, did you know that lady? I said, no. I didn't know her. This is what I want to share with you, attractive thinker. Because you are valued, there is something on you that you cannot see. And guess what? You're not going to see it even if you look in the mirror. You can turn around and look at the back of you in the mirror. You're not going to see it. It's almost like a sign on your forehead or a sign on your back. It's there because of the path that you took. That's what I'm talking about this morning. You have to understand that you are valued. If you went through something, if you've overcome something, if you studied a certain area of expertise and you have insight in a certain area, you are valued. Think about that. And that's what people encounter when they encounter you. That's what people see when they see you. That's what people hear when they hear you. Think about that, attractive thinker. Attractive thinker Kim says, I tell myself every day, if you change the way you think, you will change the way you respond. Don't allow someone's actions to dictate your response. Absolutely. Because your response is your responsibility. Don't allow someone else's, what did you say, attractive thinker Kim? Don't allow someone else's actions to dictate your responses. Respond and act the way you desire to respond and act. And that's a decision. I remember people used to ask me, Toni, didn't you see that? Didn't you hear what they said? Or didn't you see what they did? Yes, I did. But sweetheart, I decided when I woke up this morning, before I even left the house, I decided how I was going to respond in life. It's a decision. You have to decide, this is how I want to respond in life, because life is going to happen. It rains on the just and the unjust. It happens to all of us. You're going to encounter people today that may not be favorable towards you. What are you going to do? Are you going to give that kind of energy back? Think about that. When you give the same kind of negative energy towards someone that they give to you, you're just igniting the fire. You're making it bigger. But as an attractive thinker, when you make the decision, to how you're going to show up in the world, the attractive thinker posture, then you can create your own outcomes. Like you said, attractive thinker Kim, you can create your own outcomes. So I just wanted to shine the light on this terrific Tuesday and really support you in understanding that you are valued. Everything you put your hand to, everywhere you walk, everything you say, everything you do is value. So honor yourself today. Cherish yourself. You're the best thing since, they say sliced bread, but I want to think of something more powerful than that. Because you are fantastic and amazing, attractive thinker. Attractive thinker Kim says, everything does not require a response. Miss Toni, you're absolutely correct. Self-control is key. And that's true. Controlling yourself. You can't control anybody else. You can't control life. Control yourself. Control what you can control. Control yourself. Attractive thinker. If this message resonates with you, I show up every single day. If you're in the attractive thinker community and this message resonates with you, I definitely want to encourage you, because we have a master your mind experience, and it's all about these powerful strategies and tools to master your mind as an entrepreneur. You need a lot of mental strength to break out of shells and carve out new paths and create, live, and leave a legacy that speaks when you no longer can. You hear me say that all of the time. You want to create it. See, when you think about creating a legacy, you don't want to just create it and leave it for others. I'm going to live this legacy that I'm creating. You don't want to create it and leave it, attractive thinker. You want to create it, live it, and leave it. You want to enjoy your life. You want to see the fruit of your labor. Think about that. So during the Master Your Mind experience, you've seen a lot of my posts, the links that I post, mastermind.theattractivethinker.guru. This is where we support you with these powerful life-altering tools so that you're not struggling mentally every single day, waking up at ground zero. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't deserve, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, how am I going to do this? You have support now, attractive thinker. Daily support. And these life-altering tools that I share as a vision expert really shine the light in the areas that you're struggling in so that you can accomplish your goals. Last month's, actually this month, this is still April. Okay. This month's intensive, which was last Thursday, it takes place every third Thursday of the month. We were talking about getting your book out, Write It or Be Written, and I shared some life-altering tools with attractive thinkers to support them in getting their books complete. And these tools shifted mindsets. Like, Dr. Toni, you answered all of my questions. I have a lot of homework to do, because as a vision and mindset expert, I shine the light. That's what makes me different from your average coach or other coaches out there. I'm a vision expert. I'm not just a coach. You need a light to come on, attractive thinker. A lot of times we're pursuing our visions, dreams, and goals in the dark, reaching and grabbing for things. We can sense that they're there. We're not sure where they are. You need the light to come on, attractive thinker, inside of you so that you can see your vision more clearly. And you're not stumbling and starting and stopping and doubting yourself. Think about that. That's what makes this different from any other program. The Master Your Mind experience really supports you with clarity, and you need these mental tools. You can have all the steps and the information and the resources, but what do you do when your mind doesn't support you? What do you do when your mind is working against that goal? When you hear that voice speaking against what you just said you wanted to do? Think about that. So those are the resources that we offer. What I would like for you to do is schedule a free consultation. I'm going to post a link in the description over top of this video, and just click on the link. It's a link to my calendar. Schedule a consultation, a 30-minute complimentary consultation where we can talk about where you are and where you desire to be. And I promise to support you in sharing how I can help you get there. Dr. Toni Hatton here, your vision and mindset expert at theattractivethinker.guru, where we support entrepreneurs just like you in creating, living, and leaving a legacy that speaks when you no longer can. Thank you so much, attractive thinkers, for joining us this morning. It was so exciting to have you here. Make it a great day. You always hear me say, my life's work, that is to make your life better. Remember, it's not what you're going through. It's how you're viewing it. Think attractively. I'll see you soon.